somebody cry.
Oh, this beat is on fire.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Gooncast Squad. We're coming to you live and direct from the Gooncast Studios in Southern California. This is episode 12. I'm Vito, my boy.
Abram.
And we got our homie with us today, Victor Sydnor.
Ooh.
You
got it right. You got it right.
He's an official goon. As we had him before, he was a guest, but now he's a goon.
I just got inaugurated.
Inaugurated as a goon.
He's a fucking goon.
If I have a Rockefeller chain that I'm gonna award you with later, but we'll talk about that later.
Official member, like Kanye.
Yeah. We're up in our official studio. We went from being novice to being a fucking professional podcast.
Leagues now.
And if ever anybody wants to follow us on Periscope, we are live right now on Periscope.
You can also hit us up.
I don't even know the name, but
Gooncast Squad, Gooncast, something like
it's
that.
Abram? I think it's just the Gooncast Squad
for sure. And you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Podcast Republic now too.
Podcast Republic. Subscribe on YouTube. We need those subscriptions. Gooncast Squad. And hit us up with some emails. gooncastsquad@gmail.com. And we've been on a little break for about 2 weeks now. We were just waiting. We ordered some new equipment.
As you can tell, all of our voices should be equally butter.
For you complaining,
we didn't want to
Rap-a-pack fuckheads.
We didn't want to make another podcast until we got our equipment ordered. You know, we didn't come in stereo from day one. We started from the bottom, and now we're here.
Top, bitches. We're coming for you.
Started from the bottom, and now we're slightly less from the bottom. Okay.
All right. We started out on an iPhone 6. Getting high in the garage and fucking recording on a fucking iPhone. Two grown-ass men cheek to cheek talking into a fucking iPhone 6.
Seriously. That's what we had to do. We had to get so close to it and have it on a box and shit just to get it done. But, that's how you do it, man. You fucking just keep going at it. Keep doing it.
And then from there, we bought a little shitty-ass
Behringer single
that,
mic
though.
channel, though. We learned a lot from it.
We had to basically like rig in a microphone into the headphone jack, and it was cool. It was definitely a step up, but it wasn't like this, It wasn't butter.
Burnout though. Get that.
Yeah.
We all the jitters and
we had to look trial by what do they say it called?
Trial by air.
Trial by air.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. We had to learn this. We didn't know shit about podcasting. And
I know a little bit of
DJ, and
I know a little bit about sound and equipment,
setting up stereos, but
yeah,
I think it's like one of those things though. Like you don't really fully grasp the concept until you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just dived into this shit, man. Yeah. One day we were like, before we even started our podcast, this is how it all happened. Like this fool was drunk, I was at my house feeling good. And we had a deep conversation, and we were like, why don't we record this shit? Like, what we're talking about is gold. This should be on fucking the internet for people to enjoy. We're talking all kinds of shit, you know what I mean?
All kinds of
incriminating. And we were like, let's do a fucking podcast, man. How long you been listening to podcasts?
I started listening to podcasts when we started doing podcasts.
Really? Fuck.
Honestly, though, I did catch the Joe Rogan Experience a couple times, but I wasn't a fan of podcasting until we started doing podcasting. You got me to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, I've been listening to podcasts for like 4 years, and most people haven't even caught on yet to what a fucking podcast is.
I feel like once I started listening to podcasting, it changed the whole perspective of how I listen to things.
Yeah, I don't even listen to radio anymore or music. I hardly listen to I still listen to music, don't get me wrong, but the majority of the time when I'm at work, I listen to just podcasts all day.
I get, how some women get all into their reality shows and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's how I am for my podcast. I know what I got going on.
Tomorrow's the special guest.
I know exactly what I got going on Tuesdays.
And you learn a lot because podcasting's intellectual.
Especially
it's not just
JRE.
bullshit.
That shit, he kicks some knowledge.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's like being
Duncan Trussell.
It's like witnessing a good conversation.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Sometimes it's shit. Everybody has their bad episodes.
A lot of my coworkers, they're like, "Oh, why are you listening to that talking shit?" And I'll be like, "Oh, the reason why is because you know how you're nobody respects you and you're fucking stupid, and I'm like, you really can't fuck with me. That's the difference between me and you. So like, I try to explain podcasting to these idiots, and they're like, is that on the phone?
I feel like it has to be like a deep intellectual individual. Like, you can't be a shithead and listen to a podcast because like you'll get bored. Like,
Get
you'll
bored.
get
I
bored.
enjoy listening to people talk.
I do too, especially when it's like something of substance. You know, if they're
Interesting,
talking
too.
about some shit
Yeah.
like oh shit.
The Joe Rogan podcast is perfect for me because he's everywhere. You
Yeah.
know? And he's a smart fucking
Yeah.
guy, you know, and his
Yeah.
guests
Very
are all
opinionated
smart.
too.
Very
I like
opinionated.
that shit.
And but
Yeah.
I listen to all the
he's
silly
opinionated, but he's also pretty objective. So a lot of times
Yeah.
you can't. You're not really gonna be too sure where he's gonna go. And I say that like as liberal conservative. Like,
He's
you know,
everywhere,
you know where a fucking liberal is gonna go.
But I
and,
like
you know,
that shit just
conservative.
because he's
kind
not-
of like somewhere in the between.
And
He
if-
doesn't categorize himself. And
Yeah.
I like that. He's not. It's
yeah,
hard.
and if you're like, if someone's like one of his guests and they're talking about a subject and he's like, I agree, and he's like, well, why do you agree?
yeah.
You know, he asks like,
I like that shit.
you got to explain
Yeah.
yourself.
You're
know?
not getting off easy. You know what I mean?
Like-
If you have something to say with Joe Rogan and he doesn't think that you're right, you better have some facts to come along with it because he's
Facts.
gonna call
Yeah,
you on your shit.
facts. I like silly shit too, though.
Yeah, but he's a
The
perfect
Joey
mixture of
Diaz,
both.
the Church of What's Happening to Us, gangster ass podcast.
Do you watch his periscopes?
Yeah,
This
fucking
fucking guy
the
gets
morning
just
joint.
blitzed,
The
dude.
morning joint. I showed
Come look at the devil, cocksuckers. This
my fucking brother Art P. I showed him. I was like, man, this motherfucker can outsmoke you. And he's like, oh, he's a 65-year-old man. Let me see this shit.
Our can't even smoke at all. He takes
Well,
like
he's
two.
got them glass lungs.
Dude,
if you
he
know what I'm
takes two
saying.
baby hits and he's high. I've been around that fool when he was getting all paranoid and
Like
shit.
off some pookie or what?
No, off some
Some
weed.
weed
He
shit?
don't smoke that shit.
Have you
no
ever
more,
been
dude.
around me when I had like a weird ass? Like sometimes when I get high, I get weird. Sometimes if I get too high, I get
You
like,
do, you know, you.
I
you
gotta
do
go now.
this-
Like my shit's fucking.
I can tell you have a nervous habit sometimes
Yeah.
when you're high of going like pressing your hand against your neck. I've seen you do that before
Yeah.
a million
I get
times.
weird when I get high.
Dude, I can't smoke. I'll lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah.
dude.
Fuck.
I'm smoking a.
What's your drug of
a
choice,
nice
my boy?
bang wax.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Right now. As
Fucking
of
what
late,
the? Get the
as of you know, I fucked around, but lately, dude,
we've all fucked
yeah,
around.
I've-
Yeah.
Right now, my drug.
We
of
live in
choice is-
California. If you don't
Yeah.
fuck around, there's something wrong with you. You
But,
know
like,
what I mean?
My drug of choice today is, dude, fucking the gym.
We
to be
probably
honest.
live in one of the best places.
Natural high.
Yeah.
What do you feel? How do you feel about California? You think California is one of the best places in the United States? It's definitely where everybody
You
wants
know,
to be.
I don't think I can answer that question
we live here,
because
right?
I've never lived
Yeah.
anywhere else. But
I've
what do
been
you
other
think, Vic?
places. Been to other places, and I enjoy it. But romantically, California, Southern California, that's the dream.
The dream.
When you think about it, as
We're
a
in
foreigner-
Southern California as we speak.
Exactly. As a foreigner, what the American dream is? What fucking beaches, money,
Pussy,
pussy,
drugs,
I don't know, drugs,
that
but
boom bap,
but like this, just that beautiful
Fucking
weather,
clubs,
yeah, the beautiful
sunsets,
weather, yeah. Oh,
the dirty sand in your toes.
and where do you get that shit? Southern
Nowhere.
California.
Miami is tight too. I heard.
Fuck that. That comes with humidity.
Yeah.
Cubans.
Fucking blacks.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
exactly.
I was just kidding.
But nah, I've been plenty of places, and they all come with a time limit. It's fun
Do
to get
you
away.
feel personally like just because we are here in Southern California, do you feel like I shit on other like let's say like you meet
100%.
somebody from
100%.
Arkansas?
Oh, dude, they don't got Hollywood.
Taking it
Yeah.
back to that,
I moved to Vegas for like 4 months, and I definitely held a sense of pride about being from California.
I'm from Cali.
Well,
Like
Vegas has-
I'm from California.
We're in
like,
LA
Vegas
hat.
has a 3-day expiration date.
Yeah.
you got
It was hell.
72 hours, and I gotta
What
go.
the
But,
fuck
like,
did you do out there?
I,
That's a crazy city to live, I imagine.
I fucking had sex with a stripper a lot, who was
Oh,
kind of
boy.
my girlfriend.
Unprotected sex?
Yeah. Don't
Yeah?
worry, I got tested though, so I'm
Did you
good.
come inside of her?
A little bit.
A
one
little
time.
bit.
So
A couple times I-
it was
a
true.
couple times like I
It was love.
didn't fuck her for like a week, and I didn't jerk off, so I had a really big saved up load.
Oh, you blew
And
it
I-
quick,
and I-
huh?
and
Like
I
2 minutes, not even.
Blew fast, and I got. She claims she went inside herself and pulled out a bunch of my cum, but when I blasted on her stomach, it was like pulled up on her, and she was like a skinny girl,
Petite.
and it was like fucking. It was like the biggest pool of semen I've ever seen on a girl, on a
It's
girl's
fucking
fucking
disgusting.
body. I was like, she even was like, "Wow, that is really a lot." Like it was like filled up her belly.
You want to
button.
take a picture
Like
of
I
it?
fucking wanted to like it was how gross as it sounds. I wanted to poke her belly button when it was full. So
And
like,
when was she digging it out? You said she was digging it out of her. So
she went in the, she would always go in because she was really afraid of getting abortions.
yeah.
Because she's had 3.
Oh,
So she's not new to
So-
the rodeo.
Yeah.
No, she's not new to the rodeo. So she was constantly worried about getting pregnant because that's her livelihood. She can't be out there stripping at the spearmint rhino with the fucking baby.
Ooh,
in
she
the
was
oven.
that hot to strip at a spearmint
She
rhino.
was pretty hot, dog. I
Fucking
mean,
A.
I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, she was like an 8.
How crazy was she though?
She was crazy as fuck.
Crazy as fuck.
She was crazy as fuck. That why?
Was
Like
she
I said,
was
why
she
else
a
would you be
was she a
fucking me?
cokehead?
No, she was a pill addict and she had a lot of problems. Like she
Well-
was like a Xanax head and like she had a lot of problems.
She was fun.
She was an adopted kid. We'll not get into her past. Let's just say she was a cool
She
chick
was a
for a while,
stripper.
but she was crazy and
She
it
was
was
a
a bad
stripper.
idea for me to be out there.
She was a stripper.
She was a stripper.
And you lived with her?
I lived with her. She
Did-
took it. She
now let's
Hey,
be
she had
honest.
money though, huh?
Let's be honest.
not well. She didn't work that often, dude. Like she probably worked 1 or
Part-time
2,
stripper.
3 days a month, and would make enough
month?
money to last for the whole. The
So
whole
she was like
fucking.
what, like B squad, C squad,
No, dude. She
Okay.
was
A
like.
squad?
Well,
she was
here's
like.
the thing.
Like here. Let me see if I can find a picture.
If you're working as a stripper 2 to 3 times a month, then that means you're selling that pussy on the side.
She probably was, dude. I've never got the answer. That
You
ain't.
didn't eat her pussy, did you?
Hell yeah, I did.
Oh my god!
Are you kidding me? Fuck yeah, I did, dude. She had the prettiest
Did
pussy
you
I've
stick
ever
a fucking
seen, dude.
Ziploc bag
You know when a
over
girl
your-
has like a nice, fucking pretty
Fat pussy
vagina, not a fat pussy, like a fucking perfectly fucking
When
like.
I say fat pussy, I mean a beautiful pussy.
No.
Not like a big fat.
no, but not no
Stinky
I know, but there
ass.
is a fat pussy, the big fat overload lip,
Oh,
little
no,
fucking
not like
slit.
that.
No,
Ugh.
this was like a fucking. This was a nice looking pussy, but anyways, the
Shut
whole
up.
point was, you know, I had pride living out there. I'm like, man, fuck these guys. I'm from California. I'm from California.
Yeah, for sure. I couldn't imagine living in Vegas. Like I could only take 2 or 3 days of Vegas,
Me
and then I'm
too,
like, I want to go
dude.
home.
That's her right there.
Can I see?
I see you.
Can I see? Can I see?
For the listeners at home, she's probably like a good. She's a good 8, like a B squad in Vegas.
Pretty hot.
Pyramid.
She reminds me of like a guitar playing hippie whore.
Yeah,
But
she
she's
was
hot.
she was hot.
She's hot.
She didn't fuck that great though. To be honest with you, I didn't fuck that great too because I was always busting nuts too quick. But but she was kind of boring, you know.
Why
I've
didn't
had
you wear a
better.
cock ring?
Who said that shit?
I don't know, man. I didn't because I don't buy cock rings. I don't go to the fucking.
They're fucking $3, asshole.
I don't. Yeah, but
You
what,
use
I
them?
don't go to
Fuck
the fucking.
yeah, I
Do
use
they help
them.
I don't go
Fuck
to the
yeah, they help
fucking
me.
stores to buy.
They
sex
hold me off.
shit.
I went from blowing my load in
I
6.5 minutes
Fuck.
to being able to
Well,
keep
because
my
you're
shit for
always with You're
27.
always with a girlfriend, dude. So it's the same.
That's true.
Same.
I've
fucking,
always has-
Same
I'm always in
fucking
a-
pussy
I'm a
all
relationship
the
type
fucking
of guy.
time.
Well, that's not all. That's not always true.
So what are you telling me?
Allegedly.
I fucking
Allegedly.
smashed a ton of girls. I don't care. I'll say it. I fucking slanged this dick before. I mean, why not? Some days it would be on sale, and some days it was full price.
Market price.
What the
Market
fuck?
price value.
What the fuck? It's had its fair share.
Hey, but no bullshit. That girl looks way too hot for me to be fucking. No bullshit. I need an honest answer.
Don't sell yourself short.
I'm no, but just be in reality.
In
That just tells
reality,
you
nah, I mean,
how crazy
I don't
she
know.
was, though.
You might have game.
he's got game. He's got a
Game.
good personality. and He's
game.
a fun guy.
If you can make a girl laugh, that's big, dude.
Big,
It's
big, big.
It is big.
Because 9 times
big.
out of 10,
One time I made a girl squirt just by making her laugh.
you must be a funny motherfucker.
I
'cause
am.
She
I
was a
am.
lying bitch.
But
She
who,
probably pissed herself.
Who said that?
I heard that that's actually what squirting really is like urine, actually.
There's-
What it is.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I
I
don't
like
care what
it.
it
They
is.
squirt that shit
Put it
on
in
my face. I like it. Yeah.
All
One
right.
time I almost drowned. When I was going down on a girl, I was going a little too crazy, and she kept telling me to stop, but I kept going. And when she squirted it, it went down the breathing tube, and I started choking. Yeah, I almost died. Almost drowned.
Jesus.
You
Imagine
could drown
reading
in a
that corner
teaspoon of
report.
water.
Corner report, vagina juice.
I was blowing my nose out.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Well,
They
who's-
say you could drown in a teaspoon of water.
if you're
Have you ever-
stupid.
Have you ever like
Yeah.
fucking been eating a girl out and it felt like your entire face was just like
Wet.
soaked
Yeah.
to the fucking like all
Yeah.
over with fucking
Yeah.
vagina juice? Or just like
Sweet.
it's like fucking in that thing going just fucking crazy, getting your nose in there.
You
and
gotta
shit.
commit to that. That's
Nose.
I got
and
lockjaw
suck-
before
get
going down on a
alcohol
girl.
it.
Yeah. Sometimes I just fucking just.
That's my shit though, dude. Like
Yeah, me too. I'm
that's
good
my
at it.
I'll be at the barbershop or somewhere, and there's this one cat that was there. He was like, I never go down on my lady. He was married. and
Fuck
shit.
you.
And
I
was
hate
like,
those
dude,
people.
you're so fucking soft. I was like,
Yes.
oh, but you
Yeah.
wanted to suck your dick.
Oh,
Huh?
okay. So you're not going down on your lady, but I guarantee the other guy's fucking eating your
Exactly.
girl's asshole.
Yeah. See,
You know what I mean?
That's one thing that I've always contemplated doing, and I think I like the idea of doing it, but I've never actually done it, dude, because I got a strong gag reflex and a weak stomach, and I think that tasting shit might fucking, I don't know. It might
What kind of girls are you fucking with that have shitty assholes? Like,
It could happen. I mean, anything could happen in the
Yeah,
universe.
yeah.
of things.
you don't know until you're there. Huh?
Yeah.
I fucked girls with stank puss before, so
Oh Jesus, we all have.
yeah, we told a long story about that. We don't get.
Yeah,
get
we don't
want
want to get into that. I don't want to make it.
All right. So let's get on point here. Let's get on
Yeah.
point. We've been
We went
talking.
down a rabbit hole on the intro.
Yeah, we went down a
The
rabbit hole.
point is, we're back, bitches.
Yeah, we're
and,
back, bitches. At Gooncast Squad, follow us. You always got to. We
Follow
need more
us, don't
follows
follow us. We
and
don't give a
shares.
fuck.
Give us
Enjoy.
thumbs up. Leave a comment.
We sound like
If you-
butter right
if you
now.
want more, if you want more to hear from us, fucking let us know.
And I wanted to give a big special shout out. It's not really a shout out, but I wanted to give a big go fuck your mother to each and single person of the Rapper Pack. You guys can go fuck your mother,
Fuck you, man.
faggots.
I bet you some of them have fucked their mothers.
Probably the guy from Arkansas,
I
wherever his.
guarantee you.
I don't even want to give
You
his
guys
name.
hate them like no shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
they,
they fucking went off on Vito.
I didn't
don't-
tell you what happened.
We were
You didn't get to
members
hear
of
that.
it, but they ganged up on Vito.
All right, so
over-
so let me just break it down in a 1 minute breakdown for
Okay.
this guy. All right. So I listened to the I Am Rappaport podcast. One of my favorite podcasts. I love the guy.
Dude's a riot.
His fans are fucking weirdos though. All middle America fucking shithole fans. And anyways, Abram, when he promotes our podcast on Twitter, he uses other people's hashtags like Rappapack, JRE. And I
thought
didn't
that was
like it.
cool.
I honestly
didn't know
like
that
it.
wasn't cool.
So one day I woke up in a bad mood and I was like, motherfucker, man. So I was like, fuck the Rapper Pack, And then like on the way to work, 6 a.m., my phone starts blowing up. So what happened in reality is this one main guy in the Rapper Pack, he retweeted what I said and tagged a bunch of his like friends.
And I did a bunch of more, but
And
we don't respond to
Within
them.
an hour, my fucking Twitter shit shut down and went viral. I had hundreds of people fucking talking shit to me. Within 10 minutes, they had like 5 different memes of me.
His face on a donkey's
crazy,
ass and
crazy shit.
I never
They
seen
shut me
these. I
down.
wished I seen these.
Yeah,
That's good exposure though.
it was because they were talking about me from 6 a.m. to 12 that night, and the fucking Gooncast Squad was all up in their shit.
Yeah, but we
The
we
truth
also
of
have
the matter is,
we
I'll
also have
smack the fucking teeth out of that dirty Jew's fucking face. Michael
Oh,
Rapp, you
yeah.
ain't shit, but you're funny and I like you. But if you cross the line with me, I'll fuck you up.
He still ain't shit.
But you ain't shit. But I like your podcast.
Yeah. Hey, we also have a friendly beef with we're not really a beef. They're cool. They help promote us too.
The other goons?
The Gooncast.
The nerdy goons.
Yeah, those guys. Those guys are cool though. They help promote us and we promote them, and they got more followers.
We
than
had
us.
no clue
We're
when we
actu-
when
we're
we
actually-
formed
We didn't know when we made the name.
Yeah.
We didn't know they existed.
when we formed this podcast. There so happened to be a goon. They called themselves the Gooncast. We didn't know. You know what I mean? In the universe of the internet, anything's possible. So we were like, okay. At first, I was talking shit about them, but they actually respect us. We respect them.
Nice.
They retweet our shit sometimes, and I do the same.
Nice.
So it's all good. If you guys are listening, you guys want to get together, let's do this shit. You know what I mean? Bring the beer.
Just know the difference. They're at the Gooncast. We're at Gooncast Squad. All
And know the difference. I carry a gun, and they most likely don't.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Make no
I'm
mistake.
a real goon.
this is actually very true.
This is real life.
Allegedly.
So all right. So what the fuck we talking about this
Hey,
week?
we're just 3 homies. We're drinking on that super fire beer right now. We're drinking on that Einstock.
Fucking
Icelandic
$32
pale,
for an 8-pack?
$32 for a fucking 6-pack, right?
Was it a
Or-
six?
no, no.
We got a
12 pack for
$30.
$32. But this is one of my favorite beers. Shout
Yeah,
out to
Vito
the
likes
Vikings.
to treat himself to nice shit.
I like the Vikings.
He showed me some pics of some steaks last night that was fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
They looked off
boy.
the chain.
I'm the steak master.
He's a
you like
steak-
steak?
He's
You
a
can't
sta-
f-
a
oh,
steak
Oh,
aficionado.
I don't know, man.
He's a
I don't know. We're gonna have
I'm a
to.
steak
I'm
connoisseur.
I'm a steak connoisseur.
Put it this way. On my birthday 2 years ago, I spent $300 on a steak for
and it
2
ain't-
people.
But it ain't fucking with the cuts.
And
that I
then
cook
you
on
know
the
what I
grill,
do?
bud.
Oh, man. I don't even fuck with the grill.
You serious? You don't fuck with?
Wait,
Yeah, you
cast
do.
iron?
I've seen you post
Yeah,
pictures. of you
I'm
fucking
a
with the
cast
grill.
iron guy though. I mastered cast iron.
I don't know. I like cast
Bro,
iron.
let me tell you, the
I can
perfect
cast
steak
iron.
for me. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what I do.
You
but
talking
I'm gonna
about
tell
frying
you
them in a fucking pan?
Yeah.
Nah, man, I broil them, I bake them, I salt bath them, I do all kinds of shit, bro.
You can fucking.
I'm a sicko when it
you
comes
can
to
boil.
steaks.
You can boil them to perfect
My
medium
steaks
rare.
will blow your shit fucking mind, guarantee you.
I don't know. I think
Next
I
time I
don't-
have a steak dinner,
we-
I'm gonna
we
invite
need
you.
to
All
have a
right.
steak off though, because
I'm gonna tell you what I
hot
do.
on the grill. Boy.
Hey, you,
I'm
all right, you might
losing-
have steak, but you can't fuck with my chicken game. I bet Victor. I know Victor over here. he's
Okay, I gotta go to
Victor
chicken
is a
dish.
fighter,
What's yours?
MMA fighter, so he's probably eating
What's your
so much,
go-to chicken dish?
so much fucking chicken. My go-to chicken
I'll
dish
tell you what mine
is
is.
Greek chicken.
Greek? Ooh, I never even heard of
It's
that.
bomb.
It's
It's
Mediterranean.
Greek seasoning with lemon and onions, and I put it all in a bag and let it marinate, and then I cook it on the grill, and then it's kind of hard to keep all the onions and lemons and shit on there
for sure.
unless you put down a fucking piece of tinfoil. But
Yeah.
I just squirt that shit on there and fucking I put so much fucking Greek seasoning. I don't, and that's my go-to. I do
got
homemade
an Italian
wings,
dish
bomb
that I make
wings
with
too.
chicken cutlets, like chicken breasts.
Yeah.
It's called the cheddar parma roasted chicken, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Good.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Dude, I've
Oh, and I got this other one called peach moscato chicken.
That shit sounds good too.
That's good.
That shit sounds good.
You know what's up? Is I actually like baked chicken sometimes a little bit
Hey,
more
well, I
than I
salute
like
you.
fucking.
We're cooks.
No, I keep it.
We
oh, I
represent
feel you.
the men that fucking cook better than women.
I feel like my go-to dish. I know it sounds like cliche, but I mastered barbecue chicken. Like I really like on the grill.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I mastered it.
You make your own barbecue sauce, or you got a favorite one?
I
like Baby Ray's.
Baby Ray's, but I like to add to it. I like to
Stubbs
add
is good
to it.
too.
Stubbs, you can't go wrong with Stubbs.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Stubbs.
Yeah, I throw my shit on the grill and then I make a pepper seasoning mixture and I cook it with the seasoning on it, and then at the last second I throw on the coat them with like a not just a thin coat of barbecue sauce. I don't cook with the barbecue sauce on it. Sometimes it gets a little burnt. Like
Hey, this is a new wave of like usually like okay, let's be honest. I'm the total package, all right? I got a nice cock. I know how to cook. My fuck game is nice. Fucking, I got a great job. I'm a loving person, and I'm a thug.
He's not that loving.
I'm loving. So, anyways, I mean, a lot of guys don't know how to cook shit.
Nah, man, but fuck.
But then again, this generation of women are fucked.
I mean, well, I don't know how to make casseroles and shit like
oh,
that.
it's
but
easy.
Dude, nah, dude.
YouTube.
Cooking's so easy though. That's
Easy.
the crazy part about it is if
Easy.
you have a creative imagination,
peasy.
cooking's so fucking easy.
It's fun, too.
I
fun.
enjoy like starting with something like a base. Like see if you have chicken or steak
Chicken or steak.
or like pork, whatever you're gonna
Even
cook.
pot roast is
yeah,
bomb.
yeah, dude.
I love pot
dude,
roast.
I'll just go down like a rabbit
Hey,
hole.
well, hey, check it out. Tomorrow, or what are we in? This is Friday, May 4th, right?
May.
I don't know.
It's Friday, March 4th, 2016.
So tomorrow's Saturday, UFC 196. If you guys ain't busy, I'm cooking ribs. All right.
Ooh.
I do a special thing with my ribs.
Jackie's not going to go buck wild on me?
Jackie's
going
gonna be at work all day.
Nice.
Party at this fool's
Nice.
house.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm gonna have margaritas.
Oh, don't see that's.
I make man margaritas though. I
gotta
don't
get
make
on
bitch
it, man.
margaritas.
I've been.
I put like
stuck,
5
First
shots
of all,
in each
you had
margarita.
me at UFC.
right. Oh, you're having the fights.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it. Yeah, and I'm making ribs.
I know where we're going. Nah,
I'm making ribs.
I fucking.
My ribs are special.
I like ribs.
I'll
too,
fuck
dude.
my ribs.
I feel like
didn't
this
wanna eat them.
podcast for me is I'm in such a happier place because I'm eating. I'm
Last time
drinking.
you were on, you couldn't eat shit. You're
Dude,
starving
I was
yourself.
fucking- I was.
Hey, you
it
literally
comes out.
looked like you had Ebola.
I did.
No offense.
How do I look now? Like,
You
full
looked
of- I
all
feel-
sucked up, bro.
Dude, I feel good. Like even
Crazy.
then, like I felt good then, but now like I've been eating. Like today, dude, I had like a whole medium pizza. Like I've been eating good.
Yeah,
I,
dude. Well,
I
you know,
feel well.
You still got to keep your weight on and shit,
Oh,
and you're
So
constantly
what's the
working out.
difference
So
between now and then? What did you eat then? What did you eat now?
Back pre-fight, like no salts, no artificial sugars, no soda, things like that. Drinking a gallon of water a day. I like to stay drinking a gallon of water a day just because we put a lot of bad shit in our bodies.
128 ounces.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking ounces.
That's
Like,
a lot of water.
but we put so much bad shit in our bodies that we don't know about.
We
Like you
don't know.
gotta fucking keep that
Gotta
water game
keep it
heavy.
going.
yeah.
So
Gotta
like I
keep it
stick with the
going.
water, but you know, like I like food. I like food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like food.
I mean,
walk
food
around.
is a universal language.
Yeah, and I fight at 135, but I walk around about 155, 160. So like,
Yeah?
yeah, dude, I like to eat.
I should walk around 185, but I walk around about close to 300.
But you like because food is fucking delicious.
Give some love on that. I feel you.
You know
No,
what I
but
mean?
I think the difference is that I don't fuck with grilled chicken when I'm not in fighting. When
I like grilled chicken.
Yeah, but try eating it 3 times a day.
Try eating it dry as fuck with just
Yeah.
hot sauce,
I
right?
don't like
No,
grilled
well, not
chicken.
even hot
I don't
sauce.
like
Not even hot
no
sauce. Hot
sodium.
sauce is
grilled
zero
chicken
calories.
breast
Sodium.
doesn't do a
No
whole lot
salt.
for me.
No.
Yeah, and then you gotta watch the sodium because you
Exactly.
his intake.
Salt, right?
Yeah,
and
because
his-
I need to be able to sweat.
Yeah.
Sodium retains
You were
water.
so fucking skinny, bro. I was like, you didn't even look the
Nah,
same.
He wasn't
'Cause
juicy.
before-
I mean,
before I
he's
saw
not
him-
a big guy by nature.
No, but
but
before
you
you
didn't
were
look sucked
bro,
up or
when we were
skinny.
chilling.
Yeah,
hard
before I
back
was
then,
heavier. Yeah,
you
I
were
was heavier.
different.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
different
yeah.
build, everything.
Yeah, but I'm more
Now,
definitely way more
like,
athletic. Yeah.
for sure.
But no, I feel great, dude. You know, it didn't go my way, but I feel good. Shit
all right, so
happens.
let's get into some fight talk.
Alright.
All right, guys.
All right.
Tomorrow is fucking probably one of the biggest UFCs up to
All
date, right?
Predictions.
Right?
Predictions.
I-
Let's
I
go
feel
around
like-
the table.
All right, well, you guys can start first because I know we're
No,
not on
let's
the
not
same page.
get into predictions.
Come
We're
on,
just
why
gonna go.
not?
Tomorrow is gonna be a fucking badass fight.
I,
No,
I,
I
think,
think-
we need to put out some predictions here.
Yeah, I
just to-
think we got to
What's
get
his
to
name?
the predictions.
Rafael or
What the fuck?
Rafael?
Rafael?
Rafael dos Anjos. He fucking has a corn and he backed
Yeah,
out
nah,
of
he
the
broke
fight.
his pussy. That's what
He
happened.
broke his pussy. He backed out of the fight. So our boy Nate Diaz stepped in.
It's out of Stockton, California.
Is he? He's
209
a gangster,
motherfucker.
right? Is he
Oh.
a cholo?
He's not a cello, but
Well, he's
he's
a gang- he's
game as
Mexican.
fuck. He's a
Mexican as
gangster,
fuck,
yeah,
gangster as
he's
fuck.
Him and his
I
brother.
like that guy.
Oh,
I
dude.
just wish somebody would teach him how to talk some shit better.
I feel like he's good. I feel like he's good, dude.
He's not
Like,
that great.
Did you hear him? He was like, "You're over here playing
Yeah,
touch
but not-
ass at the
Connor
park."
is a fucking genius at talking shit.
He
though.
has him flustered though.
Yeah,
he does have him
he
flustered.
does.
Yeah,
he
Connor
does.
didn't seem like he was talking.
Have
that.
you guys watched a lot of the weigh-ins and stuff?
I watched them all,
He's
every
very
second
out
of
of
it.
character right now, Connor.
Yeah, he
Very
is.
out of
Yeah, yeah,
character.
yeah.
What do you
Never
think-
heard
what
of
do you think that
Stockton before
means?
in my life.
I just
What was the question? Sorry. I didn't hear.
What
he's
is?
out of character. So how does he feel like that?
What
I
does that mean?
interpret it?
What do you believe that means? Like, are you
Okay.
interpreting that he's scared?
Emotional can be it. Look, for him, his shit talk works on everyone. Jose Aldo, Rafael dos Anjos, everyone that he's fought.
He
Chet
punks
Mendes,
everybody.
he punks everyone. So coming into someone that doesn't give a fuck what you're saying, like that, your mental game that's worked for you so good, and now someone like it doesn't even bother them. Like, have you ever been trying to pick on someone and they just go along with what you're saying, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's not fun.
yeah, it's not fun. So for him, that must be frustrating. It has to be frustrating. And it seems like he wants to get a rise out of him, and he's not getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You know what I think it is? Did I cut you off?
no.
Okay. I think he's not used to somebody talking shit back and having balls.
Yeah.
He's used to dudes just like taking it and fucking being quiet about
But
it.
Nate had a good point. Is he said all these motherfuckers that you're beating, like you don't believe what you're saying. The problem is they believe it.
Yep.
That's some
And
deep
then remember
shit.
when he said you're,
you know what it is? Not. I don't want to insult them. I'm sorry to cut you off. There is that both of them aren't really classy fighters. Don't get me wrong. They're class.
scrappers.
They're amazing fighters, but they're not really humble. You know what I'm saying?
Nate, no, you know,
I don't
I
think
think I
enough
had to
people give Nate.
I have to disagree on that.
Oh, yeah? Why's
I
that?
do. I feel like, look, man, this fight shit. People look at it, and everyone wants to go in there and see a brawl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everyone
they
wants
wanna
to
see
see
blood.
They want to see
It's
people
in our
that
DNA.
Yeah, they want to see fucking people that hate each other, and then go in there and they're gonna try to rip their heads off. But that's a part. That's a part of the game. Like that's a part of the game. Like people want to see that shit. And if you're a good fighter, you have to know the part of the business that's gonna market you.
Yeah.
So I feel
true.
that they're marketing themselves, but if you look at Conor McGregor, after he wins, he's not talking shit about no one. He praises them. He knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. That no one knew that was going to
God
happen.
damn.
And he told him, you are an amazing champion. Like, I look up to you. Like, I've watched you fight. Like, that's humble. Look at Nate when he beat Cowboy. He said, dude, like,
He
you're
fucked him up.
bad.
Fucked him up.
Bad. And at the post-fight interview, he's like, dude, like, I respect you so much. Like, you know, this is business. You know what I mean? This is all to sell the fight.
For
That's
sure.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it is, dude. And I've been caught up in that. You know what I mean? Like, you want to sell the fight. You want people to fucking see that shit
You're
and
a
be psyched
very
about it.
respectful guy. I want to see some shit talk out of you next time.
It's crazy. MMA's crazy, though, dude. Like, look, I was just talking to my girl about this shit. Like, if you go out there and you're talking
Did
shit.
you say I was talking to my girls?
Nah. Like, if you, like, for me, look how this shit works. Like, my last fight, I came up short. You know what I mean? What if I'd have been talking shit? Imagine
I was
how
pissed
that-
off.
Yeah.
I was
oh,
like,
dude,
what the
Exactly.
fuck?
You don't want to put your
you
foot
know
in
what I
your
mean?
mouth.
But you
You look
exactly.
like a fool.
But
you know?
I earned a lot of people's respect. Like, look, at the end of the day, this shit is scary. It's fucking scary.
bet.
So I can never disrespect someone in my heart of hearts that never disrespected me, but has the courage to do that. It was a sold out crowd. There wasn't a seat in the house when we fought.
Oh man, that
You know
should
what I
look
mean?
dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was, dude. I was so happy. Like, regardless
I
of
can't wait
anything
for
that
you to
happened,
get back in it
I'm
again.
getting it back, dude. Like,
yeah, you show pure class though.
Oh,
Even
dude,
though
I
you know
put-
taking the loss, you show pure class, and you still always keep a little positive
dude, I'm
vibe going. That's
hey, this is
and I
MMA.
appreciate
This
that.
is MMA, but at the end of the day, it's a fucking sport. You win some, you
At
lose
the end
some.
of the day, it's a fight, right?
Exactly. But I was very classy about it. I lost, dude, and I put my belt on that guy.
You did.
I put
I
it on
noticed
him.
that.
Yeah, you
I
know
was
what I mean?
like, I didn't know how to react to that,
Look,
but I respected it.
I'm not.
Definitely.
I don't agree with how I lost.
He
Pers-
basically crowned the new king.
Yeah, I don't agree
did.
with how I lost. But look, man, it takes you to beat me. You gotta fucking beat me.
Okay,
You
that
know-
that referee with the fucking the
Mike
Viking
Beltran?
looking. I don't know about that guy.
Hey, man, he's a vet in the game.
Is he?
He's a veteran
Is
in
he?
the game. He's look. The first round I came out.
I don't like him.
No, he's a good guy,
I
dude.
just don't like
He's a
his
good
face.
guy.
I guess.
He could.
I
he
don't
looks
know.
like
he
a dick.
looks like a racist.
He does, but he's so cool.
He's cool.
He's cool, and he's a
Yeah.
very good referee. In the beginning of the first round, I came out hot. I cracked him, and I wobbled him, and I got too excited, and I came in hands down, and I got clipped, and I got dropped. If you watch the video on the replay, any other referee would have stopped that fight right when I got dropped because it looked like Jose Aldo. When I got cracked, it looked like I was out cold.
You went down.
Out.
Like lifeless.
I
like
went limp.
fucking brain.
But
How'd you get cracked with that?
hands down because I wobbled his legs and he ran like he was on the back foot and I was fucking chasing him hands down and right when I got close, stiff right hand. Right to the chin. I'll show you the picture. Stiff right hand.
So he definitely grew from his last fight when I saw him get his ass whooped.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to. I'm trying to find a way to say it without shaming him because he did win.
Fucking shame the guy. Who cares?
He won. He won the fight.
Yeah, he won.
I can't take that from him. He won. He beat me. I took my L, and I'm here now. But I went in there to fucking fight. I went in there to fight. I went in there to knock him out. That was where I made the mistake. Is that I stepped into the cage and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going out on my fucking back, or I'm knocking him out. There's no in between. I'm not going for submissions, no takedowns. So when I went in there, I wasn't going for takedowns. I was going in there to bang. And his mindset was, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to win. Look, see, he was on the back pedal. That was the shot that dropped me.
That's a shot.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. He
So
got you good
yeah,
right there.
yeah, it was clean. It was a clean hit. But that was it. That was it.
When he hit you and you went down, did he get that? He obviously got that boost of that rush, right?
No, because I
He
got
didn't ground and pound you.
I stood right back up into a takedown. Literally stood right back up. But what it did for me is I was like, that's it, motherfucker.
Do
Like,
you feel like you should have used more jujitsu?
had I used jiu-jitsu, I would have won that fight.
Why didn't you use jujitsu?
I went in with this game plan that I wanted. My last fight was 100% jiu-jitsu. I threw 3 punches.
Well,
I
you
won.
won,
Yeah,
though.
and
You
you know
won.
you got your hometown crowd and
Yeah,
your
yeah.
people there, so you might have got caught up in the
Yeah, but
wanting
your
to
thing,
put on a
your
good
thing
show.
is
But
jujitsu,
Yeah,
though, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're a jujitsu
Yeah.
guy. So
But
you
I have
jujitsu.
I have stand up too.
Yeah, of
Here's the
course.
thing: is that there was a lot of people throwing dirt on my name that I didn't deserve to be there, that I didn't have the hands
Experience.
that I didn't have
Yeah,
the hands
fuck
to
those
be in there,
people.
and it was my fault, and I was listening to it. You know what I mean? So I was like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna go in there." This guy that I fought was a black belt in a stand up discipline.
Who?
Danny Shermani.
He's a black belt.
I shit you not. If you watch the fight, though, he did not want to trade shots with me. Did not want to trade shots with me.
Is he literally a black belt?
I promise you.
In what?
I don't McDojo. I don't fucking
Black belt and jerking off?
Yeah,
Fuck him.
black belt. So
we can go buy ourselves a couple black belts.
oh, anyone
or
can
something.
buy it. Anyone can.
It
eBay.
has to be earned.
Is he
Or
really a
you
black
buy
belt?
somebody of
He's really
of superior class.
he
or
wears
don't
a black
be
belt.
Shit.
But
What do you mean he wears a black
he's a black belt at his gym. I've been
Oh,
training.
I see.
You don't know,
what I mean?
you know
what
how
you're
the fucking belt system works
I
at
see
a
what
fucking.
you're saying. I know how
So-
the belt ranking works.
so,
in the real jiu-jitsu
But if
stuff.
you watch it, he wasn't a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but in a stand-up discipline.
Okay.
But if you watch the fight, he wanted no.
There is no belts in fucking stand-up.
No, there is like taekwondo and shit like that.
Kickboxing?
Yeah, exactly.
Muay Thai?
Yeah, no, not Muay Thai. He wasn't a Muay Thai fighter. But
Hmm.
I went in with the wrong game plan, but I know that he did not want to throw hands with me. And that was my fault. That was my fucking
Let's
fault.
say if you met him at a Winco Foods at 2 a.m. in the morning, he said, "Hey, fuck you, spick."
Oh, and there's
You're
no.
Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, and
He
there's
called you a spick. What are you
there's no
gonna
time
do?
limit. Oh,
You whooping that fool's ass?
Look, he can't. He has my belt. He has my belt. He has my belt. He
You
won
better
the
get
fight.
that shit back.
Oh, 100%. But look, here's the thing: is in my heart of hearts, I know how I lost that fight, and I know that it wasn't a way that I would want to win a fight.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. It's funny that you should bring up that Spick thing. I'm gonna go on a sidetrack before we get back on the
You called
UFC.
somebody a spick, didn't you?
I didn't call him a Spick. He was just a violent motherfucker. Last
You
week,
called somebody a spick during your fucking freestyle rap battle.
possibly. Who knows?
Probably.
I don't know if I did. I was
One
drunk as
anchor?
fuck. Point is last Wednesday I was at 50 Cent beer night at Gators, and so the whole night I'm playing pool, chilling with these girls and my boy Moon, and he has a couple homies that are out there in the bar. So I say what's up to him. I showed him respect. Fucking went back to playing pool. So by the end of the night, all I know is we're going to fucking we head to AM/PM. So we come out of
Off of Main Street, right?
Yeah, off of Main Street. We come out of
That's
AM/PM,
a hood AM.
and there's the two dudes sitting in the car, right? And so like Moon goes up to him and he's like, "Hey, did you call this guy a spick?" And I'm like, "No, didn't call him a spick. I didn't even remember. Apparently, we had been in their truck doing coke."
First of all,
Okay,
people
and I
don't
don't
even
remember.
use the term spick in California. Spick is a Puerto Rican.
Yeah, so I don't know what the
derogatory term.
fuck. First of all, I didn't say it. I don't think I said it. And if I did, it was in some kind of comedic way.
Yeah.
And it was totally off the cuff. But before I know it, this fucking guy runs around the car. Like while I'm leaning in the window talking to the driver, the passenger gets out, comes around, and fucking hits me right in the mouth and rings my bell, dude. And I
He cold cocks you?
he cold cocked me, dude. So I go down on my back, right? But I was aware. And the thing is me and my buddy Richie, we wrestle a lot, and he kicks my ass. But the only
He's a
thing
solid guy.
The only thing I have on him is being my pedal kicks and fucking being able to fight him off with my feet because I have strong legs, right? And so I wanted him to come at me so I could get a kick in the face. He wasn't having it. He stood up, so we start fucking blow for blow. And I know I got in at least
He
three.
let you get up.
He let me
So
get
that's
up.
respectable.
Respectable, but he's still a piece of shit, okay?
he's
Because
still
he was a
piece of shit.
hating ass
Sucker
fuck.
punched you.
Okay, so then we start throwing blows. I know I landed at least 3 on him before they break it up. So then my buddy Moon, who I'm with, he like grabs the other guy, and the other guy that stops, and he fucking they break it up, and the guy fucking punches my boy Moon in the mouth. Right now, but
For
my
no
boy
reason.
Moon, for the people that don't know him, he's a stocky pipeliner guy.
Solid,
So he's
bro.
fucking like
He's like a little BJ Penn.
he looks like a little chubby guy, but he's fucking strong
He's solid.
as fuck.
And he had
dude.
a fucking cast on.
And he had a fucking cast. Let me tell the story. Fucking all right, fucking my boy fucking the guy tackles him, and he tosses him over like a baby onto his back, leans up on one arm, and fucking cracks his fucking face at least 3 or 4
he
times.
leans into this motherfucker.
3 fucking boom, boom, boom.
with a cast.
Nighty night, nigga.
That was it.
And fucking, the AM/PM fucking guy comes running out. The cops are coming. So we fucking grabbed the beer that was dropped on the floor. I was holding a beer too when the guy fucking hit me. Holding a 12-pack of beer when the guy hits me in my fucking face. All right, you see the little cut on my lip here. It was cut on the bottom, and my teeth were loose for a couple days, but they tightened up.
He fucking cracked
shit's
you.
scary.
But
huh?
yeah,
He
I was
cracked this
like, fuck.
motherfucker, bro.
They didn't fall out, but I was thinking, man, if they die, like I'm gonna look so stupid.
Oh, dude, I'd have a heart attack. That's like no shit, legit. My biggest fear is losing my teeth.
Oh,
You'd have to go get, veneers, right?
allegedly he kicked the guy on the ground, but I don't know if that really happened. And this story could totally be fiction, so it could be alleged. So just so nobody gets arrested for this in the future. But this motherfucker had it. This motherfucker had it coming though, dude. It was total self-defense, and he got fucked up, and then we left from there. But you know what I mean? I felt like I didn't win. I felt like the guy got his ass whooped. But it wasn't in the way I would have liked to. Would have liked to kick his ass myself. It was a street fight. Okay.
Let me ask you
Shit
this
happened,
though.
man.
Like,
He
how
paid.
how do you feel now post fight? Like, do you wish that you could have did more to avoid it? Or
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not a fighter. All right. I never go to the bars, get in fights and shit like that. But I will throw. I will throw if
You
I
ain't no
have to.
bitch.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not a little bitch. So and I did get back up and and get my hits on his ass.
Yeah, no, I feel
But but here's the thing. I didn't gain nothing. I really only lost by having my lip fucking hurt and fucking, you know, that's it. That's really it.
You can't
Like,
control someone's actions.
I didn't win nothing,
Yeah,
I didn't win. Nothing good came
You
from
were
me
thrown-
fighting him,
you were thrown
except
into
a little
this.
bit of confidence and knowing that I'm not fucking made of cotton. You
It's
know what
exciting.
I mean?
Like,
you know what I'm
fighting-
saying?
fighting's
Knowing
exciting.
that,
It is.
that you were able to stand up for
It's an
yourself,
adrenaline
get
rush.
hit, and not be a little bitch. Because you know there's a lot of people out there that they get hit once and they're
That
gonna
fight or
cower.
flight. That's
They're
it right
gonna
there.
cower.
Yeah.
They buckle.
That's my
So-
drug of choice.
That was my
Adrenaline.
Wednesday night. I had to
Adrenaline.
get that one out for the
No,
people
let's
that-
say, imagine
But back to what you were saying about UFC.
imagine if they had adrenaline in a pill.
I'd be fucked. I'd be fucked.
What the fuck? Adrenaline
Dude,
in a
I had
pill.
so much adrenaline pumping, I couldn't sleep the whole night.
Oh, dude, it's an
I
insane.
couldn't sleep
It's
the
an
whole
insane
night.
feeling. The only reason I asked though is just like how you felt about it,
And I think I had a concussion, to be honest with you.
and that's
I,
like
I had a,
Okay, I used to get adrenaline from this might seem kind of scumbagish, but I used to get adrenaline from home robberies when I was in high school, breaking into
think-
people's shits and
well, yeah.
fucking robbing them. I used to get adrenaline.
well,
rush.
probably
What the
because
fuck?
allegedly though.
No, yeah, I used to get me and my close friend. We used to rob people's
I think
houses,
it's because you knew the consequences.
and I would get a beautiful adrenaline rush.
It's adrenaline is a crazy drug. Like
It's weird, huh?
I can't
And
explain it.
it keeps you going back for more once you know where to get it.
It's
yeah,
never the
when
same.
you're just going and you can't feel the pain and
It's
shit.
never the
that,
same.
I wasn't hurt.
Nah.
Like the punch was obviously
You didn't feel
was,
it right away.
Obviously, it was a strong hit to loose my
His shit
teeth,
was all busted
to
up. It looked
bust up.
disgusting.
I fucking I took a picture on Instagram.
It was all green
all
and
bloody
fucking
and shit.
pussy, and it looked nasty
fucking
as fuck.
It was. It looked fucked
He
up.
cracked your ass, but that wasn't a legit crack. He fucking sucker punched
He
you.
did, dude.
That feeling,
know?
it's crazy. That's a feeling because like everyone's scared to fight until the fight's over, and then they're like, "Fuck yeah!" Like,
All right. So back to tomorrow, Saturday, which will be. I've been looking forward to this shit. Like I'm
Yeah,
so
me too. I'm
excited.
looking forward
hold
to
on,
it
let me
as
pull
well.
this card up
UFC
so we can
196.
go over it.
I got it right here. If you want me to go for it, man.
No, go ahead if you got it. Pull it up.
We got the main card. Obviously, is Conor McGregor.
Well, we'll
Nate
start with the.
Diaz.
We'll start.
We have Holm versus Holly
Alright.
Holm versus.
Here's my prediction for
Tate.
tomorrow.
Hold
so
on. Well, let's get the card. Let's start from the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah,
I
let's
want
start
to.
from the bottom.
versus Latvi. Anderson versus Lawler.
That's gonna be a good one.
Nunez versus.
Not Robbie Lawler,
Shevchenko.
right?
No.
Okay.
And
Another
then
Lawler.
they got the prelims, which you know.
The prelims are gonna be barn burners though, man. They got Diego
that-
Sanchez on that one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Dan F was a killer.
Yeah, they got some good ones on there. Let me see. I got it right here.
Oh, so let's touch up. So while
you
you're
go
looking
over
up
it because
the card,
you guys are more
Alright.
UFC
so
guys
while you're
than me.
looking up the card, let's make fun of Kimbo Slice and Data 5000.
Hey, he just got out of the hospital yesterday. That fucking bum.
How long has it been?
What is it?
Hey,
a
this
week
dude
and a half?
died
2
in the
weeks?
ring.
Dude, I don't.
His heart stopped in the ring. Did you see that shit?
For Bellator, like they were doing so well.
That was shitty.
so well.
shitty.
And then you want to put on a circus act, and how do you expect people to take
And
you
like
serious?
the legend, fucking Royce Gracie and
Dude, Hoist
fucking
and Ken Shamrock.
Ken
Did you
Shamrock.
watch it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I feel like Ken Shamrock.
Stop
that
it.
Was such,
Stop it,
dude,
please.
That was such a pussy move.
He was desperate to fucking
get out of there.
to
To get out.
justify his loss.
But did you see how late? Like
He didn't
his-
hit him in his nut. He
Did
kind of
not.
did, but not really.
No, he hit him the first knee. You get hit in the nuts. Like I've been hit in the nuts plenty of times. There's not 100-second.
I don't want to
reaction
see
thing.
this anymore.
I don't want to see that.
Bellator.
Well, I didn't want to see that happen either.
Bellator has Benson Henderson.
Yeah, then they need to stick on
Um,
that thing.
Who's the other guy? Fucking not Vito.
No, Belfort is
no,
that.
no, he's
It
UFC.
was
He's
That
UFC.
Russian guy.
No, the other guy.
You know what I'm talking about? That guy that was the boss for years.
Which one?
The fucking bald Russian
lost-
guy. That
Oh,
Vanderlei Silva?
no,
no, not Vanderlei
He's
Silva.
talking about Vader. Bader.
Oh, no.
No, the Russian guy, the
That
fucking
was- he-
assassin guy.
He used to be a fucking beast in
no,
Pride.
he's
Fuck, I know
old.
who you're
Pride.
talking about. I fucking know who you're talking about. It's Fedor.
Fedor.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fedor Emelianenko. Yep.
Yeah. Fuck. That guy's.
Monster, dude, he was a beast. They do have Fedor.
Shit. I used to watch that motherfucker on YouTube.
No, Fedor is a beast.
Beast
But
mode.
I'm with you. I don't want to see
Who
that
did they
anymore.
get? They Bellator signed.
They have
Benson Henderson.
but they need to stick with that. They need.
They got that other fool that's banned from fighting in the U.S.
Yeah.
He's fucking also Russian, right?
no, well,
Or Brazilian?
No, they have.
He got caught with steroids.
what
or
was it?
whatever.
Not Vanderlei, right? Because he's banned. But
Vanderlei.
Did
they
they
got
get him?
Vanderlei, yeah.
and then they have fucking what's his name? Something Daily. He fought Josh Koscheck, and He got kicked
I
out of the.
remember Josh
But he
Koscheck.
got kicked out of the UFC because
he
hit
punched.
him.
Yeah, I
after the
remember that. I
fight.
saw that. Yeah.
He's over there.
Hey, dude, this fight. Okay, imagine two guys fighting it out. Whatever, the fight's over, right? And this fool just fucking punches the
Like
dude.
when they were talking to the
Like
like
when it's
post fight,
over. When it's over,
like
yeah.
when they raise
But
the hands.
in his defense, dude, fucking Koscheck is a
shit
I
talking
fucking hate
genius.
him, dude.
Josh
Fuck. Whoa,
Koscheck.
weight class.
Hey, isn't
wait.
Josh Koscheck he's the
He's like
half
black
white
and
and black?
white and Russian
Guy
or
kinda-
some
kinda
shit.
He's
crazy.
a wrestler, 70s.
He's like Polish and black.
He's an American though.
Yeah, he's American.
Yeah.
Polish and black or some shit
He's
like
kind of one of those crazy characters.
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He
One
was
of
like
those
Mike
guys
Valle,
that doesn't seem like
one
he's
of those.
all
Remember
there.
Mike Valle, the skater fighter guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mike Valle or whatever?
Vallely,
Yeah. He was like that type of personality type of guy, like not giving a fuck. He'll fight you in the fucking liquor store. He was one
Yeah,
of those
if anybody
bad
hasn't seen the
motherfuckers.
video of Mike Vallely kicking 4 guys' ass at one time,
multiple
it's
times,
fucking
not just one
awesome.
time.
Fucking socks one, socks another, like fucking one guy. He whooped ass on these 4
So
guys.
back
It's awesome.
to that, Bellator needs to stop that shit.
They do. I agree. I agree.
But I think it was just it got good numbers and it made a lot of money. So I mean, they're obviously not feeling that bad.
no, but I mean,
But it was
What-
a shit show.
at what cost? You know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah,
cost are
for
you
sure.
gonna
Like if you're new to MMA and you tune into that, you're like, what the fuck is this?
I'd rather watch wrestling. That's exactly
That shit
what
was
they're gonna
embarrassing,
say. Yeah,
dude. They were so
exactly.
gassed
Oh,
within
after the
20
first
seconds
round,
or
yeah.
some shit.
Exactly. But that at the same time, like they fucked themselves. They were doing so well, but now they just make the UFC look even better. That's why the UFC
For
is
sure.
where they are.
Well,
They're
they have a good opportunity to really.
Yeah,
like,
they're
jump up, though.
monopolizing the MMA game. They had a good shot to make it a fair playing ground, and they fucked it up with that fight. They fucked it up.
Yo, so what? Back to the Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fight. What do you think about the 170 pounds?
I think that's fucking awesome for McGregor because he's used to like really sucking down in weight.
All
right?
that does is put in perspective how much weight he cuts to
blew
make
up, though.
45s.
Yeah.
What did he fight fucking Aldo at? 145.
45, and he weighed in
And
today
he
at
looked like a
168.
zombie when he weighed in at the weigh-ins for the Aldo fight. He looked like shit. He looked like sick.
Yeah.
Now he's fucking a beast.
Oh,
right
dude,
now.
he's eating steaks. He's feeling good. He weighed in at
I
168.
feel
But
bad for Nate Diaz right now.
I don't.
I do.
I feel like
God damn, I do.
We got McGregor's coming in at a 19-2 record with an 89% KO. We got Nate Diaz at 19 wins, 10 losses, and only a 26% KO or TKO and 58%. Conor McGregor has only submitted in his 21 fights 5% of the time.
But he's been
5%
submitted
times.
twice by two
By
people,
lower-level
by
fighters.
very low level fighters, and here's where the problem comes into play. Nate Diaz has very good boxing,
He's a
and he's
black
a
belt
high
jiu-jitsu.
level in Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Black
High level.
belt, black
yeah.
belt.
So that's a big difference. Not only that, he's only been finished once his entire career, and he didn't even go out. So
He has more reach, right?
yeah, way more reach. He's taller. He has a
He's
3-inch
got
reach
a-
advantage.
He's definitely in good shape because he was
It
training
says here
for a
he's got
triathlon.
2-inch reach advantage.
2-inch.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 inches is 2 inches.
Oh, he has a 3-inch height advantage on him.
He's high. Yeah, exactly. He's
He's
taller
like a
than
lanky
him.
dude, right?
Yeah, he's 6'1".
It's crazy. He has a shorter leg reach.
Yeah. I feel like this is a good matchup overall, but a bad matchup for McGregor, and here's why. Look at his what will go on his last 3 wins. Jose Aldo rushes in, gets knocked the fuck out. Chad Mendez comes forward, pressure. Same thing, gets stalled out, gasses out. In his defense, Chad Mendez didn't have a full camp ticket on 6 days' notice.
But he did put up a good fight against him
Oh,
at
Chad
some
Mendez
points.
is the motherfucker's motherfucker. Then Dennis Seaver. That's come forward, and he got picked apart. Now, if we look at Nate, stays in the pocket. Good boxing, long range, uses it. Very good. He's bigger than McGregor. That we haven't seen that before. You know what
Better
I mean?
ground game.
Way better ground game. So did Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo's high-level black belt got knocked out. So, you know,
He just let,
I
he
mean,
let his
but the
emotions.
thing is
out.
about Nate Diaz is, to me, is that he's a good boxer, but it doesn't look like he's got shit on his punches.
He's got a
You know what I'm
sloppy
saying?
style.
But those-
That's purpose, though.
yeah, that's on purpose.
Show.
But it's those punches and bunches. Even if it's a sloppy
Like
style.
It's
peppering
like
and
that
shit, you
drunken
know?
monkey shit.
But yeah, but think about it. You're getting hit.
It's that
hit,
ninja
hit.
shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Ninja
Yeah,
shit.
if you're getting
But
hit,
you know what I'm saying, though? Like, you don't look like he's...
Here's what it comes down to.
If he doesn't submit him, then he doesn't win.
Here's what
okay,
it comes
he ain't
down to.
he ain't knocking Conor McGregor
but
out.
I feel like he could. I feel like he could get
He could
a
knock him out,
decision or
possibly.
a stoppage. But think about it. Those peppering shots at 50%.
He
but
could
in
definitely
the
get a
exact
submission,
same
too.
Spot, you know what I mean? If I start tapping you on your head, it's not gonna hurt at first, but it's gonna start to. You know, after a while.
It's gonna swell up.
Exactly. So if he's like and his accuracy and precision is very good. People are sleeping on Nate Diaz so much.
And he's got that foolish style in the ring when he's fighting.
But he has phenomenal head movement. It looks sloppy, but if you watch his fights, man, his hands are low, but his head movement is on point. He's making motherfuckers miss, but he's making.
Let me say this. I know McGregor's gonna win, but I'm going for the Mexican.
You know what, dude? Honestly,
because he's Mexican.
I like McGregor, and I want to see him keep going because if he wins this fight, they're giving him Robbie Lawler at 170. I think
Robbie Lawler will fuck him up.
I
do.
Because he comes pressure, and
Robbie Lawler can take punches though.
He will not knock Robbie Lawler out.
No.
There's no stretch of the imagination, but I feel like he'll win a 5-round decision. But that's why they haven't announced UFC 200. They're waiting to see how this plays out because if he wins,
it's gonna be Ronda and Holm for sure.
I don't want to see that fight.
Well, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. But let me break down a little bit of the cards and give you some of my picks from the ones that I like. From the very first one on the Fight Pass prelims, I like Julian Erosa, Juicy J. He's from the
I know
Ultimate
Juicy J.
Fighter.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
him,
yeah.
dude.
He's tight.
Yeah, against Teruto Ishihara. He's from Team Alpha Male. So that's going to be a good one. But I like Juicy J, man. He's real wide with his stance, nice kicks. I think that's going to be a good fight. I give that one to Juicy J. If I forward to Jim Miller and Diego Sanchez, I mean,
I'm going Diego.
he's been a vet in the game. I got to go
Fool's
with
a
him too.
beast.
You know what I mean? I give him that one.
He's a killer.
I've always been a fan of Diego
Yeah, I like him,
Sanchez.
dude. He's a little
yeah,
crazy,
sick.
though. I feel like lights are on.
The other guy's a beast too, though.
Yeah, for sure. Jim Miller, monster. 25-7. He's a good fighter. The next fight on that card is Darren Elkins.
That sucks that Diego Sanchez has been in the game so long and is so dope, and he's on like the opening.
I think that they're just trying to sell that fight pass to get people to pay that $10 a month for the UFC fight. Fuck,
Okay,
I got it.
the fight before. Okay, what's next?
The next one is Darren Elkins. He's from Team Alpha Male. Another guy, game 20-5, good fighter. At that one's featherweight against Chaz Skelly. But that guy's pretty good too. He's game as fuck, 15-1.
I don't know those guys.
Yeah, no, there's some good fighters, dude. And then let's see, skip to my next picks. Probably go to the main card. Brandon Thatch versus some crazy name nigga.
What's his name? Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know a goddamn thing about the woman fighters other than Holly Holm knocked out Ronda Rousey. I don't know shit about Tate.
And Tate's game.
Tate's
Yeah.
hot.
Tate got
I like
some
hot.
bitties,
She
boy.
got some nice ass too.
Which is rare. They usually have those weird fucking
Misha Tate's
bodybuilder
fucking
titties.
sexy as fuck, bro.
Kat Zingano got some bitties on her too.
She's
though.
hot too, but the Misha Tate I think is hot. As
Here's
fuck.
how I see that one going. Let's fast forward to that one because I want to get it on.
I want Misha Tate's pussy to pop out during the fight.
Only in a perfect world. I feel like MMA math is so crazy. You know what I mean?
That shit don't work though.
Yeah, never. Because if MMA math works,
Yeah.
Holly Holm beats Misha Tate, right?
Yeah.
That's not how I see it. I see Misha Tate going in there grinding out a 5-round decision.
It's gonna be a dog fight.
Oh, it's gonna be a great.
But I think
fight.
Misha Tate. I mean, yeah, she's gonna lose.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Misha Tate.
She's gonna. It's gonna be either.
Oh,
I
she
can't
ain't
say
knocking out
either.
Holm.
I can't say either, right?
Mhm.
But I would like to think my mind is either saying A, she's gonna knock Tate out first
I
round,
don't think so.
or second round stoppage.
Maybe like just with TKO.
Yeah,
Ground and
that-
pound. She's stunned from a kick, and then she
her
gets on
kicks
top
are
of her and
nasty,
fucking hammer fist her.
Here's where I'm looking at it.
69 and eat each other.
I think
out.
it's like a circle of life. I like that. I like that idea. Circle of life. Misha Tate beats Holm. Ronda Rousey makes her return. Beats Tate again for the third time.
Time's champion again.
Yeah,
Not
but
gonna
then-
happen.
Holm comes back, knocks her ass out again. That's what I think for that one.
Nice story, bro.
That's how, that. I mean, that's. I
Yeah,
mean,
hey,
that's how I
so,
feel
hey,
about it.
so time out. So, what do you think about fucking? You know, because we talked about your loss and
Mhm.
coming out of it, and I'm sure it felt like shit. But you heard recently that Ronda Rousey said she wanted to kill herself after the fight. Like I think that was.
It's
I mean,
bullshit.
she showed a lot of you posted all the bullshit and
Yeah.
shit talk she had said and disrespectful manners in the ring or in the
Sore
cage.
loser.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, here's
In the cage, and then she wants to get everybody's fucking
Oh, dude.
affection.
here's my take on it, and I just how I posted it is what I'm gonna say right now. Don't go knocking on the devil's door expecting God to answer. Don't play the heel if you don't want to fucking be the bad guy. Like that's it right there.
Yeah.
If you act like that, you don't touch gloves, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, you want to talk all this shit and
Don't
be
wanna
very,
shake hands.
you don't want to shake hands, you want to be aggressive, you know what I mean? Be prepared for the consequences. That's why, man, talking shit's a slippery slope in MMA. For me, I lost. I'm coming off a loss, and I did lose the title. You know, it's not UFC caliber, but I lost the title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was in the newspaper. I had flyers with me on the front of them, like shit like that.
Bottom line, it was important to you.
Yeah.
It was an important part of your life.
You know, not only that, I lost it in front of my son, my whole family, my friends. You know what I mean? I lost. I not at one point where I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna kill myself." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get in the fucking gym and get better. That's where it lies.
You know what I think? Her whole like.
And she's
going
rich
on,
as fuck.
Oh, she never has
Okay.
to fight a day again in her life, and
This
she
is
never
what
has
I
to work.
think. Her going on Ellen and saying that she wanted to kill herself. I think she's trying to make up for being a bitch.
Yeah, but
and
it's
get
too late.
sympathy.
It's too late. It's too late.
I don't give a fuck about
If
her.
you act like that, there's no talking that's getting you out of it. Now you have to show. You know what I mean? But be humble. Be humble, man. There's no shame in it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see Ronda Rousey fight. I want to see Ronda Rousey's sex tape.
I don't find her attractive
think she's
whatsoever,
sexy.
dude.
You know, dude,
I don't
fuck
like.
her.
I don't.
I feel like her attitude kills it. For me.
muscle bound, big head. She has a big head. She's got like she shows cleavage and there's like no titties.
You'll fuck her.
Those are I would fuck her. I've
You'll fuck
fucked
her.
way worse looking
Yeah.
women. But what I'm saying is, I don't look at her and think like,
If you saw
she's fucking
her
hot.
a picture of her on the internet with her pussy spread open, you'd beat off to it.
No.
You would. Yes,
there's
you
so much available porn at the ready
don't fuck
of
with me on
girls
the
that I
internet.
actually want
would. I'm a
to
sick
fuck.
then.
But,
I would
yeah,
never.
maybe.
I would- in a world where she was the only picture on the internet,
Probably.
I would jack off
Gilligan's
to it.
Island style.
But considering I have so
You're
many
telling
available
me
options,
she wasn't looking sexy in those fucking Sports Illustrated pictures?
Look, man,
Get the
not
fuck
really.
outta
She's
here.
A fuck,
for me,
Get the fuck
those
outta
big
here.
ass man shoulders. Fuck
Motherfucker.
that.
I feel like
Come
she's talked her way too deep for me, man. Like you can't be like that. You cannot act like that. Like you can't, and especially to Holly Holm, dude. She's such a sweetheart. Like if you see her how she talks, like, and I feel like she's genuine. Like
She has a huge clit.
yeah,
She has a little dick in
like
her
I
pants.
feel like to Holly Holm of all people, like someone that comes from a religious background. She's married to the same man for years. Like
you guys know what I'm talking about when I said she has
Yeah,
a
the huge
You
clit.
seen this shit?
It's
Have you seen
I
her
got
huge
burned
clit?
so bad by one of my girlfriends, not girlfriend, but girl that's friend. She's been working out and doing CrossFit real bad, right? And I told her, I was like, hey, are you growing a Hermie wiener now that you've been getting all that testosterone in your? And she said, yeah, I am, and it's bigger than your regular dick.
Has she seen your regular dick?
Yeah, she has.
fuck, that's
But
a cold one.
Hey, but I gave her love for that. I was like, I walked into that one.
She's
She
probably a
still
squirter with
loves
that
me.
big clit.
She loves me.
She got love for
Yeah,
for
she-
you.
she's
Tell me you
listening
wouldn't
to
fuck
this.
that?
She
Come
got
on,
love
bro.
for the Italian stallion.
Come on, bro.
Italian stallion.
That's Ronda Rousey. You gonna tell me you wouldn't fuck that? Yeah, you would. Come
Yes,
on,
of
dude.
course. I did I not say that I would, but I don't look at her and think of her as sexy.
on. Yeah, you
Yeah, like all
It-
right.
I don't.
All right.
She's
You know, I
That's
might.
she's
I could,
built
I might
like a
could.
man.
I
would.
just
That don't look like a man to me.
I just can't get.
That's like a very nicely well done Photoshop picture too.
You're right.
That's limiting her shoulder size and arm size. Have you seen her fucking arms? They look like my fucking arms.
Okay, here
right?
she is in the gym.
But
Look, all I feel
you
is
smash that.
I-
man.
I told you I would. I
Alright, you're
would.
right. But
But
all
I don't look at her as like a sex symbol.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't look at a fighter when they come out and they're ready to fight and they're just like,
I guess I have a problem. I find the sexy in every woman. I don't know.
I just feel look,
do.
you can't burn a bridge, and then when you don't like the finished product, you go backpedaling. Like if you're gonna be that fucking shithead, run with it. You know what I mean? Accept it, take it, go with it. But when it doesn't go your way, like you can't decide. Like there ain't no takebacks.
So who you got? Tate or Holm?
At the end of the day, like smart money's on home. I want Tate.
What
to
about
win.
you?
I'm gonna go with Holm because she's coming off the confident win, and I'm gonna give it to her. Like I said, I'm not a super UFC fan. I love UFC, but I don't follow it as far, and I've never seen Tate fight, so I gotta go with Holm because you just don't. I've only seen her work.
What do you got?
I got Holm in the second round stoppage TKO.
All right.
All right. Well, let's go to the main event then. Let's talk about it. Let's really get into it. Go ahead. Start with it, Abram. How you feel?
You know, I used to hate the Diaz brothers when, back in the day before they had, because they were in the UFC and then they were out of the UFC doing that. What was it they used to have on
Ultimate Fighter?
Showtime? That one fucking that they had. They used to have a Showtime league that it was a smaller league. Fuck, I forget who used to be in it. Anyways,
Who do you got?
I fucking got. I'm gonna go. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the shocker here, and I'm gonna say I got Nate Diaz.
I like it.
What round?
It's gonna go the whole way.
And decision.
It's gonna go the whole way to his decision.
What about you?
I gotta go with him on that one. I
Really?
think that Nate takes it
That
in a
motherfuckers
5-round
are crazy.
decision. I really do, dude. I really do.
I'm gonna say.
If McGregor wins, I'll buy this fucking $35 beer for the next podcast.
Okay. Your deal. Let's shake on it, asshole. All right. I got.
Let me be clear. I want McGregor to win because he's so good.
Okay, so how do you have it? Decision?
Yeah, 5-round decision. Diaz.
Okay. I got it. Second round stoppage by either a kick or he dazes him, punch, and then gets on top of him and fucking pounds him out.
I don't think so.
Watch tomorrow, motherfucker.
We'll see.
Watch
That's your opinion. You got your opinion. You know what I mean?
McGregor,
I
all the
think
way.
I totally see where
I
you're coming
want him
from.
to
It
lose,
could
though.
happen.
Not gonna happen.
I'm not a huge Conor McGregor fan. I like him. I'm somewhat a fan of the shit talkers, but to me sometimes it gets old. But what we have here is two shit
super
talkers.
entertaining.
But what we have here is two shit talkers, which I like that dynamic. Okay, you know what I mean? When you have two guys that really don't. That's one thing I did like about the Diaz brothers. Is they seem like they would fight anybody.
Anybody,
They will.
anywhere.
No, they will.
Anybody,
You know?
anywhere, huh?
Yeah. Did you see when Nate was fighting Michael Johnson for the last one? In the lobby, it was at Black Eye. When they were walking through the lobby, Michael Johnson decided he wanted to walk through the scrap pack. That's their boys from 209. All of them. And, kind of fucking bump shoulders.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He almost got his shit
He
cleaned
almost
out.
got jumped.
Oh, bad, too. Bad. So, I mean, they're 209. They're from Stockton. Stockton's a bad place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
so,
know, it's some hood shit.
aside from being in the octagon, they ain't no bitches.
They're norteños.
Exactly. They're no bitches. So, they don't have no problem throwing the hands. They've been doing it their whole life. You know what I mean? In and outside of the cage.
You see when fucking Nate Diaz today, I think it was at a press conference after the weigh-ins, he was like, your whole fucking training team fucking playing grab ass
Yeah.
with
He
what
over
is
there
that,
playing
Portal?
Touch ass.
Portal, is that him? Portal?
Who?
The movement trainer, the guy with the ponytail.
I don't believe
You see
in
them
that
touching
shit.
each other's balls and
Were
fucking,
they? No, I didn't see
yeah,
that.
you got to see this video where he was smacking him on the literally smacking him on the butt, and the other fool was McGregor's just moving away.
Oh, he's really playing touch ass.
Yeah,
with him.
they're really doing that, man.
I don't know, man.
Strike Force. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Strike
Strike
Force,
Force
yeah, I
is what it
remember
was
that.
called.
I didn't remember
Yeah,
that at
yeah.
the time, but
yeah,
now it
it
rings
used to
a
be
bell.
on Showtime.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, we'll go.
Strike Force, Elite
Hey,
XC.
but do you remember when Jason Mayhem Miller came in the ring
Oh,
and
the fucking
tried to where's my shot, buddy? And they whooped his ass. The Diaz brothers
Yeah,
whooped
yeah,
his
yeah.
ass.
It turned into a big thing.
a brawl at the end. They had to cut
Yeah.
the fucking thing.
Well, they were strike. He was Nick was Strike Force champion. Look, there are no pushovers. No pushovers by any stretch of the imagination. I feel like people are sleeping on it. This is gonna be a good fight.
For sure.
Yeah, I
It's
hope
gonna
so.
be good.
I
It's gonna
want to
be
see a good
entertaining.
fight, an entertaining fight. To be honest with you, I'm not. I've grown out of the whole just I want to see him knocked out in 2 seconds shit. You know, which a lot of people love, and if it happens, it happens. But I thought the Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor. I just thought that was just such crap. I just thought one hit. I was
short.
like, man, fucking Jose
Too
Aldo.
He's better than
He
that.
looked like he just was not.
He was all emotion, 100%.
What was he like? To me,
He
it just
rushed
seemed
in.
like he. I don't want to say he took a dive because I know he
Nah.
didn't. I know he didn't, but I just felt like was not prepared to
He
fight
was so
him.
upset,
he
so
was
angry,
exactly.
and
That's exactly
so
what it was, man.
so hurt and embarrassed that he just wanted to
He
gun it.
that bell couldn't ring
Mistake.
fast enough for him, and
Yeah,
that's what it was.
mistake.
He wanted to run in there and try to put that heavy hand
McGregor
on him.
did what he did, and he got the best
Smart.
of him.
He's
Got
smart.
in his
You gotta
mind.
be smart, dude.
And it's let's say for instance, let's break it down like this. Let's say me and you, we're back in high school, right?
Right.
And we're not friends. And I'm talking shit about you, your mom, your fucking just clowning
wanna
the shit
murder
out of you, right?
Uh-huh.
For weeks. And then we finally fucking get to the fucking playground and we fucking scrap it out. Right? When you see me, you're gonna rush me. But I got a game plan and I'm fucking just calm and collective and I'm waiting for you to fucking rush me. Boom. That's what happened to that guy, right?
Wasn't
Yeah.
it like 2 fucking
That's
seconds?
exactly.
It was like a couple
13.
seconds.
It was
13
13 seconds. It was a record knockout. I remember that.
He's better than that, though. That's the thing is that
Yeah.
Jose Aldo is so
I wanna
much
see that
better than-
rematch.
Yeah.
For
He
sure.
turned it down, though.
Yeah.
He
did?
turned it down.
But-
Yeah.
I mean, what's going to happen in the rematch? So you would call that knockout a fluke?
Not a fluke, But
No,
he's
not a
better than
fluke,
that.
But I
He's
just
better
want him
than
to
that.
redeem himself. Try to
Yeah.
redeem himself. But if not, whatever. Fuck it.
I
There's
thought
plenty of
was
other
like,
things
God
going on
damn,
in UFC.
like,
You know what I mean?
like really, I
Yeah.
watched that one and I was like, fuck. Like it had been pumped up for so long. I wanted to see a little bit more of a battle.
You guys
you
heard
know?
about the?
That's what I want to see is battles where it goes both sides,
Yeah.
both ways.
You guys heard about the Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan?
That's gonna be a good fight.
Fuck,
That's,
that's
gonna be a real
tight.
good fight.
You know anything about boxing?
Not a whole lot, man.
I used to be a super huge boxing fan, but this last, probably like this. Honestly, I used to hate UFC
Why?
because
Just 'cause
I
it
was
kinda-
I was raised in boxing culture. Like, it's
See,
my family would have parties, and it was a family. Boxing to my family is like a gathering for like a mini reunion. You know, like boxing,
Yeah.
boxing.
I
Like
feel like it's
family parties.
Yeah,
I'm a Latino
and
family. though.
I
That's
miss
a little big.
those De La Hoya days. Like that was
Yeah.
what it was
I
like.
like it, but
back for
you
my family.
can't tell me this shit how it's unfolding, and it's a new sport. 22
No,
years old.
yeah.
You can't tell me it's not exciting.
No,
No,
yeah,
it's
absolutely
I used to just
exciting.
be a
It's absolutely
narrow-minded.
exciting because it's versatile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything can
And
happen.
With
dynamic.
me, it was just, I was just a hater. I was just like, fuck UFC. Like, I don't want to see those faggots. I didn't understand.
I think
I didn't want to see those faggots.
you had to open your
Like,
mind.
touch
a
ass.
little
I
bit.
used to always say 69ing. You know,
Well, it didn't have the image
I didn't understand
and
it.
and the
I didn't understand it.
and the advertising and the image it has today.
it's
I was
growing.
just-
it was
yeah.
kind of more of like back a bootleg, fucking DVD type shit.
I was just a mega super fucking boxing fan. You know, I grew up watching Oscar De La Hoya. I grew up watching
Felix Trinidad,
Mike
motherfucker,
Tyson. I
yeah.
grew up fucking watching.
Roy Jones.
Miguel Cotto was my favorite fighter. Fucking Oscar De La Hoya. Fucking Arturo Gatti. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like Paulo Malignaggi and all them
Yeah,
guys.
Paulo Malignaggi's tight. I like
grew
his
up
style.
Loveland. I grew up watching boxing, and then when this UFC shit, like everybody was on this. UFC to me was like, oh, that's some white boy shit, you know.
My
but
first UFC
I'm
event.
totally a bigger UFC fan now than a boxing fan.
My
I
first
don't even
UFC event
care
that I
about
went
boxing.
to, we were sitting next to this guy, and it was like the fight that we were watching. I forget who was fighting, but it was such a good fight. But it was a ground fight, and he was like, and even then I wasn't even fighting MMA yet. I was fucking training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, competing like crazy, and he was like just making comments like, all these pussies just want to go to the ground. Like,
Yeah.
real men stand up. And in my head, I was like, dude, I will fuck you up. Like that ground shit ain't even you is pussy shit.
Yeah,
but I'll
dude,
fuck
it ain't
you up.
fucking pussy shit
But-
when you're fucking choking, getting choked out.
Little did I know there was another Gracie Jiu-Jitsu practitioner sitting behind me, and he could because he was saying this shit real loud. He's like, "These guys are fucking pussies. All they want to do is grab each other, like fight like real men, throw these hands." And that guy, the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu guy, fucking lost his shit. Like he'd had enough. He stood up, he got in that guy's face, and he was like, "Fuck you." He was like, "You like boxing? Go watch that shit." He's like, "I'll fuck you up right
You
now."
were
And I-
there?
I was at the fight.
And this is in the crowd?
Yeah, and I was like,
Fuck.
"Oh, nigga, I got your back, dog." Like, it was so exciting to see, but it's just like what you're saying. Like, a lot of people don't understand it yet, and it's still new though. Boxing
Yeah.
has been around for almost 110 years.
Long,
MMA
long.
has as a
1992, 3.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I don't
24 years.
understand is like my mom, like people like my mom, where she likes to watch boxing but doesn't like to watch MMA.
It's
I don't know,
because
but I
the
think-
little
It's a
gloves,
tradition,
the
fool.
blood, like it's violent.
It's a tradition. It's more of a tradition.
Yes, yeah.
Boxing is a traditional sport that people they are born into. Like,
I think
there
that-
wasn't fucking UFC around.
I think that people don't understand that looks can be deceiving because in retrospect, boxing is 100 times more dangerous than MMA. But if you look at it, like from a biased opinion, or just look at it, MMA looks like the fucking most dangerous,
shit.
the most craziest shit that you can do. Granted, it's probably the hardest sport that you can do, but it's not as dangerous as boxing. You know, there's multiple targets, there's multiple ways to lose. Like boxing,
12 fucking rounds.
and
bro.
how do you beat him? You knock that
It
motherfucker
used to be
out.
15
yeah,
rounds.
Exactly. And before that, it used to be longer.
I don't understand why these beers are fucking doing this. They've been sitting straight.
They're delicious.
Is it because they were super cold and now they're room temperature?
Probably. I don't know. The pressure? What do you think?
Fuck you, Vikings. Good beer though.
But I don't know. I enjoy combat.
It took me literally like I've been a boxing fan my whole life.
When was your breaking point? When was it when you were like, this shit is
when I
Yeah,
fun?
like
first
what?
turned
What?
over?
Was there a fight that got you into
yeah.
it?
When there was it started with boxing. When Miguel Cotto got knocked the fuck out by Mayweather. Because Miguel Cotto in boxing, I mean, he was my favorite all-time boxer. So when he got knocked the fuck out, I was like, damn, like what? Because I was like, I felt sad. You know, I was attached to him. He was my favorite fighter. And I was emotional about it. And I was like, fuck. You know?
Yeah.
And then when Mayweather was just, it just got boring for me. So and then I started like watching UFC.
What was
and
your
I'm
first
like, okay,
MMA
what is
fight?
this?
Yeah, like
To watch?
What fight
Yeah.
got you hooked on?
Well, it was a long
got
time
you
ago.
hooked on
No,
MMA.
Do you
Oh, the
remember?
first-
Like
You
the one,
remember?
there's not one that sticks in your mind when you're like, this is the bar.
I have one. Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz was the first time I got really excited to see to watch a UFC. That was the first. Actually, you know, I wasn't excited. I think I watched the first one, and then I was excited to see the second fight they had. You know what I mean? That's where I started to grow the excitement, and then I would start to get it on SureDog and shit, and then fucking
That's old school.
doing posts, you know, and
Well-
like fucking getting real into it and like studying into it, and believe it or not, that smaller league that used to be that the UFC incorporated.
Pride,
Not Pride. It was the league that Uriah Faber used to
Elite
be in.
XC.
I think so. It was one of those ones with I think the UFC.
The biggest ones that the UFC had was like Pride, Elite XC. What's the one that you just said that was on Showtime?
Strikeforce?
Strikeforce. There was all those. No, yeah, it was probably Strikeforce. 'Cause I think Uriah Faber was former Strikeforce champ. Or Elite XC. It was one of those.
It-
factions.
when
It
I-
was I think that particular league or whatever was only like the featherweight, bantamweight, and it was on Spike TV. I think.
And you know what? Even King of the Cage too, because Uriah Faber fought King of the Cage.
The first UFC fight that I realized, like, yo, this shit
I
is
kind of really
totally
only liked
different.
him stylistically, just because of
Uriah
his
Faber?
image at the time. I thought it was the California kid, you know.
I didn't like that. I didn't
him,
like
dude.
that.
I like him.
I like him now, but back then when I was a boxing fan, I was like, fuck this California faggot.
And like the reason that I like him has nothing to do with fighting. That's the crazy part is that he's so smart with his money outside of fighting, and that's what made me like. Because let's be honest, man. No fighters you ever said, man, he's a business mogul. You know what I mean? Like, fast money, it goes fast, and it's the truth.
The first fight that I fucking opened my eyes like was a long time ago. I was at this nightclub that used to have UFC fights before the nightclub started, right? And the first fight that I was like, yo, this fucking MMA shit is some shit, you know? It was GSP versus some fucking fighter, some crazy mohawk looking motherfucker from England.
Oh, Dan Hardy.
Dan Hardy. That was the first UFC fight where I was like, yo, this is some shit right here, you know? This is some shit right here.
I'm trying to think. I've always been into combat. But I'm trying to think, like, what was the fight that made me like, yo, this shit is fucking dope. And I want to say that it was like Tito Ortiz, Lyoto Machida. Like,
Ooh, yeah, that fool was
school.
badass.
Old school. And that was when Lyoto Machida first came to the scene, and I was like, and I was all, Tito Ortiz, you can tell me shit. I thought he was a man. And then Lyoto Machida came and just put the
Fucking
hands
destroyed
on
them.
him. And I think that was it. And then from then, like, BJ Penn.
BJ Penn. Was exactly who I was focused on right now. BJ Penn and GSP. Fucking
First?
And you know what the fucking awesome BJ Penn fight where you need him?
Oh, Cal Uno?
No, not Kyle Uno. The fucking Sean Shirk.
Oh.
Sean Shirk. It was after Shirk had been busted for using steroids, and so BJ Penn was
Pressed him against the cage,
all
caught him
kinds
with the flying
of shit.
knee.
Yeah. Sean Shirk, that was a badass.
You know what
fight,
was
dude.
another good fight? Jens Pulver. Because Jens Pulver had beat BJ Penn, but when he came back, he caught him in an RNC. Caught him in a rear naked choke and held it after he was tapping for a long time. That BJ Penn, man.
I think I remember that, dude, because I've watched a lot of like the best of DVDs and shit like that. I missed a lot. I used to watch every fucking UFC, and I was into it for a while. Like I said, on SureDog, like posting and fucking discussing it and fucking. I mean, I wasn't like.
That's old school too.
No
That's
expert
old
on
school
it,
too.
but
The SureDog.
yeah, dude, I used to love it. I would jump as soon as that fucking shit. The fight would be over. I'd be up on SureDog. Fucking.
You know who I used to like? Clay
Guida?
Guida? Yeah,
I
used
didn't
to
like his
that guy.
fucking hair, man.
Yeah, that was like some wild monkey
But
shit.
he's game. That's one thing. Who was it? I can't remember who he fought, but he's had some barn burner fights, dude. But I just didn't like his hair, and that was it. No sole reason, because Clay Guida is talented dude, talented fighter. But truth be told, anyone that makes it into the UFC,
They
is
gotta be talented. Yeah.
Everyone's badass. Like regular people get so caught up on being able to call these fighters like bitches, but fuck, dude, No.
That's just some.
Yeah, dude, and they get challenged a lot. I've heard a lot of UFC fighters will get challenged by drunk people, in public, dude.
You know what's crazy though is I'm by no stretch of the imagination, like not yet at least, but I will be. But I'm not UFC caliber. But dude, I've had so many hard asses. Like if someone I've had my coolest experience like in Riverside. I went out to a bar down there and someone recognized me from down there, and I was like, all right.
Shit felt good, right?
Hell yeah, dude, it felt super good. But when people start talking about it, there's always someone. There's always that one motherfucker.
Oh,
that's like,
yeah.
I could beat your fucking ass. Like, we got into
fucking haters, dude. Jealousy and hate.
Some guy, like, we got into it. He came up to us for no reason. He was like, what are you fucking looking at? And I was like, dude, I will fucking hurt you. Like, don't. I had to walk away. I had to walk away from it, and it turned into a big ordeal. I was like, man. Like, and I was fresh off the loss, little pissed off still, like, little hurt. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And
so you devoted a large portion of your life to that.
Yeah.
It can only be expected that it's gonna affect you.
Oh, of course, dude.
I mean?
And like the sacrifice, you know, and the sacrifice the most, like with my family, my son, like working and shit. Like I went out, and we'll get off of this after this because what's done is done. But like I went out because everyone, you know, you still step in there. Everyone wants to celebrate with you. You know what I mean? I went out, we drank, we had a good time, and I couldn't wait to go home, dude. I just felt like. I put on the front, you know what I mean? We went out, we had a good time, everyone was smiling.
Go home and eat a sandwich?
Nah, to be honest, dude, like, it's not between us because it's on the podcast, but, like, here's how it went. I went out, I drank with them, we ate some good food. I went home, and I walked upstairs, and I'm, like, looking at my gloves. I'm looking at all the shit that I did, all my medals. I started crying. I was like, fuck, dude, I can't believe that I fucking lost this piece of shit. Because in my heart of hearts, I felt like I was the better fighter. I was the better fighter in every aspect of it, and I could not accept it. Like, had I went in there and just got fucked up, like, on the ground, just got my ass beat on the hands, I would have accepted it 100%. Like, you got to be better. You got to be better than that. But there's nothing worse than being defeated by someone that you feel that you're better than.
In a decision. And
it was a weird decision. It was close, 29-28. Tight decision, you know, but MMA's crazy, bro. And, like, if anything that it did for me is it opened my eyes. It humbled me. But I feel like as I was getting deeper into this, I was very humble. After I won the title, very humble. But now, to be honest, it's a stress relief because I had so many people talking shit about me that I didn't even know. And, like, now I get to be the one talking shit. Like, when I run in there, like, it's going to be a whole different animal. And no one's running their mouth about me now because they know. This guy, you know, he's tearing it up in the Southern California rankings. He's doing really well, and he's a force to be reckoned with. But, you know, he took his L. Everyone takes their L's. But now what happens? Who has to fight him coming off of a loss?
Hey, any person with a fucking half a decent brain is still gonna show respect for people that put themselves on the line and get out there and fucking actually do it. The couch quarterback motherfuckers that are talking shit, they don't actually do that shit. You actually trained, actually got in the ring, put your balls on the line, and you took an L. But I tell you what, you know your family was there. No matter what, you still have their respect.
Yeah.
You know
the
what I'm
crazy
saying?
thing though is that had I won that fight, I don't feel like I would have got the same respect that I did coming off that loss. So many people came up to me and they were like, you know what, like all we thought you were gonna do was try to take him down and not try to fight. Like you really had determination to go in there and fight. I earned a lot of people's respect, dude. I was signing autographs. Like I don't do that shit. Like I'm just some guy from Victorville. Like you know. But I was in there. I was fucking signing autographs, coming off a loss. Like in my head, I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm telling people sorry. Like people were coming up asking for autographs, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like I wish that I would have performed better. I would have pulled it off.
I mean, you don't know nobody's shit. That's probably just was your natural reaction. You fought your fight, and you fucking didn't get your ass whooped.
Nah.
You didn't get your ass whooped. You may have lost the fight, but you didn't get your fucking ass whooped. So fuck it, dude.
You know what, man? He left.
All you could do is move forward on that shit, like and anything.
The way that I look at it, man, is it's good. I've competed a lot, even out of MMA, and I've noticed one thing for me, like no one likes losing, but what I've noticed for me is when I lose, I'm a motherfucker when I come back. Like the amount of determination that I have, like I stayed in shape. I'm still training. I'm coming off an injury now, and then I had injuries going into the fight. But now, like I'm coming off this loss, I haven't got out of shape. Like I can take a last minute fight tonight. Like I can make weight. And, like, I'm still in it. And, like, for me, I wasn't sure how I was going to take it. You know what I mean? Because I was going in, I was confident. Of course, the last podcast, I was like, fuck yeah, we're going to fuck this guy up.
Well, yeah, you had to. You
of
know
course.
What I mean?
No one goes in like, I'm going to get my ass kicked. And even still.
I don't know. I might lose.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
If you're talking like that before the fight, don't even fight.
That's like crazy Mike Tyson.
That's
like crazy Mike Tyson talk, like where you just like It's a fight. Whatever happens, happens. You know?
Like if you're thinking like that, don't even fight. Like for me, but even still, when I got into the fight, I was like, fuck, I'm beating this guy's ass, but he's getting me first round. And I was like, I'm fucking him up, but he's taking me down and he's laying there. And that's exactly what happened. He took me down and he would press his head against my chest and stay there until the round was over. He'd hit a 10-second clap and throw a little flurry to win the round, and that was it. Literally, if you watch it, I'll show you guys a video after the cast. At the end of the first and second round, after I heard the clap, I just fucking laid there. I was like, fuck, dude. And you can see it. My hands are literally laying on the mat.
To try to get the ref to break you guys up, stand you guys up.
And he's
right?
pressing his head against my chest until he
How come the ref didn't stand you guys
I
up?
fucking wish that he did. He warned us. And that's the thing. He's smart. He went in there to do what he had to do to win. You know what I mean? He's smart. I can't knock that from him because he would tell us, dude, I've never had so many warnings in the cage. He's like, you guys gotta work.
He should have fucking stood you guys up. A fucking idiot.
He was like, you guys gotta work. You guys gotta work. We were warned so many times. I'm telling him, dude,
someone needs to send him an email.
Yeah. He's like, you guys gotta work. You guys gotta work.
I'll send him an email.
But he's smart. Like what he did is he would start doing work, but he wasn't landing none of that. Like at the end of the fight, if you look at it, his shit was leaking heavy. I left with a black eye from a headbutt. That was it. But his shit was leaking. He had a black eye. Like I was still on them hands. I went in there, but I don't want to dwell on it, and I don't want to discredit anyone. He won. You know what I mean? He won. So that's what I can give him. What I can say is that this next fight, if it's not him, whoever has to fight me is in for a fucking ride. Because I have so much to prove now. I didn't have shit to prove before. I'm the fucking champ. You know what I mean? And in my mind, I'm still the fucking champ. Like, you got to beat the champ. If you didn't fucking knock me out, you didn't submit me or get a very decisive decision, like, you got to beat the fucking champ. I'm the champ. You're fucking holding my belt. That's how I feel about it.
For sure.
Word up. We're gonna. On that note, you want to take a quick break?
No, we don't need no break. We're pretty much gonna wrap it up. I mean, this is not our usual platform, but today was mostly like a fight talk podcast, and that's that. You know what I mean? You got it. What you got?
Weekend this weekend. We can watch the fights.
Eat some ribs, apparently.
Eat some ribs. Drink some beer, margaritas.
We're gonna get you back on next week or what?
Yeah, I'm down.
Down?
I'm down.
And you know, you can follow us. Go to YouTube, Gooncast Squad. Subscribe.
And
tell
you can
some
also
people.
go if you have Android now. You can find us on Podcast Republic. We're on Twitter. We're at Gooncast Squad. Instagram at Gooncast Squad.
SoundCloud.
WordPress.com /Gooncast Squad. SoundCloud, Gooncast Squad. Everything Gooncast Squad. It's big in that we got it onto Podcast Republic, so now you can access that from your
We're coming for
Android
iTunes
applications.
soon. We're coming for
we
iTunes.
will be on iTunes soon as we lock up everything. Because when we go on iTunes, we have to have a straight logo, we can't be using the pictures that we use and shit. And with our own stuff, we have to have our own original artwork, which we do
copyrighted.
have. We do have.
It's just not done yet.
I mean, we could use the 4-way picture. I kind of like the way that
I like that too.
The 4-way picture looks, but
For sure.
you know,
I've got to take a raging piss right now.
yeah. So we're gonna wrap this show up for you. You know, we didn't really have too much topic other than the UFC, so we shot the shit today. But we had to get a podcast out. You know, I was itching for a cast.
Yeah, me
for
too.
a podcast.
This was 12 or 13?
What?
This episode.
Episode 12.
So it could be like a
Episode 12.
12.5.
Yeah.
It's episode 12.
It's episode 12.
Fight
and,
talk.
and remember, Gooncastsquad@gmail for any stories, any questions, anything you have for either me, Vito, or Vic, and you know anything you want to hear, anything you think we should be doing, any
We're talking about
fucking anything
send us money,
anything
whatever
you want. If you listen to this podcast and you're on Twitter, I want you to I just want one favor from you guys, and that's to write go fuck the
Rap-A-Pack.
#Rap-A-Pack or just fuck the #Rap-A-Pack, please. And if one person does it, you're my fucking hero. Now they're gonna come at you, but just fucking
Just block them.
But just fucking
Or
block
ignore
them. Ignore it. But let these cocksuckers know.
Yeah, fuck them.
Shout out to the Gooncast for still
Shout out
showing
to
some
our
love.
beat maker. Shout out to
Mad Smooth. He's
Mad Smooth from
check
Brooklyn,
him out
New York.
at Instagram. He emailed me yesterday and told me that he can be found at Mad Smooth at the Mad Smooth on Instagram.
We get our beats from Brooklyn, New York, motherfucker.
Yeah, we
so
actually got a beat.
You better love this shit.
A beat maker.
Alright?
We pulled it together, man. We started from an iPhone 6 recording.
Now we're on a fucking multi-bus 12-track fucking mixing board.
Yeah.
Fuck with me, huh?
We're fucking doing it real good. So we appreciate you listening. Today was a total fight talk podcast, and it's cracking.
Could do some plugs.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Go for
Gotta
it,
give
man.
a shout out to my boy Peter Hat Tricks. Thanks for sponsoring me. The guys over in Nawaza. You can follow me at DMT Major on Instagram, Twitter. That's about it.
I want to give a shout out to Einstock Beer for filling my bladder with your gracious beer.
Yeah, follow me
I'm about to piss you out right now.
on Instagram at Abram the Tiger. That's ABRAM the Tiger.
AKA the Italian Stallion.
Italian Stallion, aka AB3, aka AB.
And just subscribe. You don't want to follow me or look me up. I'm really a terrible person. So we just keep it to the podcast.
Look him up if you want to suck on my boy Vito's dingaling. He's got his fuck styles buck wild. You already heard him say that he's got a huge cock. Okay,
Well, I don't know about huge, but
That is
we're good.
thick.
We're good.
he's got a big old
Girth.
fat brajoule.
Brazil, yeah. So, anyways, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. We
As
promise.
always, I love you, ladies.
We promise to keep banging these out now that we got a real studio and we're legit now. So
Live
going.
from the Gooncast Squad Studios.
in Southern California, I'm Vito Forelli.
I'm Abram.
Victor.
Victor, what?
Nigga, I'm just Victor.
And this is March 4th, 2016, and we're signing out. We love you guys.
Peace.
Please listen.